Hi everyone, it is time for another update on Boost My Online Biz, and today I just wanted to show you the Google search results when you search for Boost My Online Biz. Now, if you're watching this video, you're probably the type of person that likes to do their due diligence, when a new program comes out and research the program to see what other members are experiencing and see the user reports, the more advanced users, what they have to say about the service, and the more beginner users, what they have to say about the service. Now, one thing that is still kind of blows my mind with Boost My Online Biz is that even being out for such a quite a long time, when you Google Boost My Online Biz, I can't find anything negative, a negative review about this service. Now, when you Google Boost My Online Biz, there's over 2 million results. Obviously, all of those aren't related to the Morgan Hale's Boost My Online Biz service, but all these YouTube videos here are all positive reports. A lot of these aren't affiliate driven. They're not just soliciting reviews to try and get you in the program. These are from established marketers that review a lot of other programs and are very harsh on other programs. So there's a ton of YouTube and Vimeo reviews for Boost My Online Biz, as well as blog feeds. There's Facebook pages. Moving on to the second page, you're seeing some well-established press released angel investor sites are talking about Boost My Online Biz. I mean, we're seeing some slideshow presentations, a lot of different internet marketing review sites. There's even a PC World, there's IBO Social, there's Wix, there's some forums, there's Daily Motion. It's just endless. You can go page through page, and if you spend the time, it may take you a few hours, but if you spend the time to research Boost My Online Biz, even today, January 4th, 2016, you're not going to find anything negative. Now, that's not to say that nothing negative will come out about this program, but it's a good sign, being out this long, that there aren't any negative user reports. You probably will see some negative reviews come out in the future, but be very careful how you interpret those reviews, because people will try to rank a negative review up high just to grab your attention, because there are such positive reviews for this program. It's very tempting for a shady marketer to say, hey, if I did a negative review with a catchy negative subject line on Boost My Online Biz, it would probably rank high, and a lot of people would click on it and take me serious because I'd be the only negative review out there. And I've seen people do this for other programs, and what you'll find is at the bottom of the review, they'll say, oh, this I'm anticipating this is exactly what they'll do. They'll say, Boost My Online Biz is no good. It's not a good service. Oh, but my service is really good, and then link to their service at the end. Now, that's a strategy that a lot of people do these days to kind of hijack the review threads and to take advantage of people that are looking for legitimate reviews. So watch out for that. But still, to this day, overwhelmingly positive user reports from this service, and not everyone's even listing their affiliate links in here, which means a lot of people are just sharing information with their experience without trying to enroll you into the program. So that's about it for the talking about the Google reviews for this section. And I should mention that there's a handful of forums that do have pretty long threads on Boost My Online Biz, and they as well are very favorable to the service. So there's no doubt that this service works. So you can really start focusing on how to make it work the best for you. And that's going to come down to what you are promoting, first of all, because every offer is different. People join offers at different rates. Somebody's offer may enroll twice the amount of people than somebody else's, just based on how transparent the company is, how good the service is, how the sales copy is written. So obviously what you're promoting is going to impact your results with Boost My Online Biz. But what I'm seeing from people, and what people have been messaging me, and is kind of shocking, because when I see some of the programs they're promoting, which aren't great programs that I honestly wouldn't even join, and I don't understand how other people would, I'm seeing that these people are still joining these programs through the Boost My Online Biz leads. anyways, even though their program isn't that good. So that kind of pushes me towards the swipe files that Morgan gives us members to use. Now, if you're not too familiar with the service quite yet, I'll just quickly load up the sales page here. You do get 5 email swipes as a bonus for joining Boost My Online Biz. Let's see if I can find them here. Here they are, 5 email swipe files. With these high converting emails written personally by myself, that's Morgan Hale, and our team of copywriting experts, you'll be able to use these to promote any opportunity of your choosing immediately after joining, and they're valued at $500 each, which is very fair. If you're going to go out and hire a reputable copywriter, you're going to pay for less than 1,000-word email ad, probably closer to 600 or 700 words. You're going to pay around $500, and a lot of these copywriting guys will charge premiums for email swipes and email copy, even without experience. So it's just a very high-priced industry to hire a copywriter. These are not emails written from people like from Fiverr, where you pay $5 and they'll write you an email ad. These are from professional copywriters overseen by Morgan Hale, and you will be able to confirm this once you start using them. Most of the people that I talk to that are more on the beginner side are using these right out of the box. Morgan has given very quick and detailed directions when you view the swipes on how to best optimize these for your results. Now, you can change as little or as much as you want on these ads. The bare minimum would be to change your signature line. You obviously want to sign it with your own name and your email address, and at a maximum, you will want to change some of the content of the email to better fit your direct offer. But what I find really interesting is that people using these right out of the box, just changing their signature line, are getting great results. When I initially saw that she was including swipes in this mailer service, I thought, well, that's great, she'll give some nice templates, but I'll be responsible for changing a lot of her template to best suit my offer, and a lot of it will be on me, and then if I don't get results, I'll end up blaming myself for not tweaking the swipe enough to get the results. But when I first started out, I did a lot of modifications, and it's really hard to test the 5 swipes against each other if you are modifying them. What I would recommend if you're a new member is test these swipes straight out of the box with the bare minimum modifications of just your signature line, and see and test them back to back 5 days in a row. Send your each swipe out to each new set of your leads accumulating, so it's like 80, 160, and so forth. But see how they work out of the box, so you can get an idea of which of the swipes work substantially better for your type of offer. And then once you find out the 2 of her swipes that are converting the best, then you can start fine-tuning those with a bit more information about your offer and go from there. That would be my strategy. As for the graphics pack, they have some killer graphics that do improve your conversions. I'm a little bit wishy-washy on using graphics in my emails. I prefer when people send me email ads that they don't have graphics in them. They make it more visually appealing, but maybe that's because I'm a more experienced marketer. I kind of just want the meat and potatoes of the text and the content and the information. But I can understand that a lot of newbies and beginners, such as the leads that Morgan has provided to these people, may be sucked in more to the flashy graphics and attention-grabbing graphics. Expect the click here, especially the click here for more information buttons that are offered in this graphic pack. For me, a text-based HTML link is all I need to click. If I see an image that says click here, I'm not going to click it at a higher rate just because there's an image. But that's not to say that beginners and newbies won't. So I would recommend experiencing with the graphics pack as well. Don't commit overly to it where you have to be using a header, a click here for more information button, and 4 or 5 different graphics in each of your email. But go through the graphics pack, see if anything would fit any of Morgan's swipes to add your own personal touch. And if you do create your own swipes, there might be graphics that would complement your email. The substance of your email is going to be the content, not the graphics and the images. No matter, you could pay a graphics designer $10,000 to create you a fancy looking email, but it's going to come down to the copy, and what you're saying is what's going to make them click and get their interest level up. So these are supplementary, but as for the swipes, extreme value. Now, I have talked to someone that has spoken with Morgan very recently, and there is a kind of buzz going around that she will be updating new swipes for members on a regular basis. I'm not sure if this is just a rumor or if this is true. If she could come out with 5 even new swipes each month for us to use, that would be fantastic. These five swipes, you will go a long way. And I guess the idea could be that you use her 5 swipes to get through your first few months and slowly start modifying and tweaking them. And then once you get a rapport with your leads and you know kind of what they're interested in, how they respond, that you can actually write your own ads. Because really you can't have a multiple year long career in internet marketing if you're always relying on somebody else's copy and someone else's swipe. So consider these training swipes. They will make you money, and they are something that you can use for as long as you want. But in my mind, I would eventually transition away from using her pre-written swipes and write your own. And you'll get some great ideas once you see the swipes she's using. She has a different angle for each 5 of them that kind of targets a different psyche of the lead. So I'm not going to get into it now. You're going to have to be a member to see exactly what she's doing. I'm not going to post these swipes beforehand, but each swipe has a different angle to get that person to click and respond. And it's very interesting, the psychology. I imagine she was probably taking psychology classes at NYU as well, in addition to marketing, because a lot of this stuff makes sense once you start going through these swipes. So things are continuing to go well with Boost My Online Biz for me. The leads have been coming in on time. I haven't had to message support about missing leads or anything like that. What's very interesting is, I think I mentioned this in a previous video, but if you do break down your mailings based on the traffic source, there's a lot of room to play around with that. For instance, as you know, if you're a member, and as I'm informing you now if you're not, is that you can either mail all your leads progressively as they come in, regardless of the traffic source they came in. As you know, there's 8 traffic sources that these leads come in, 8 mini campaigns within the one big campaign, so you are getting diversified portfolio of leads. They're not all coming from banner ads. That would be a very unbalanced portfolio. I would not build my business on, I wouldn't even build this ad service based on just banner ad leads. It's a nice mix of 8 different traffic sources where we're touching on areas of more expensive traffic like Google AdWords down to cheaper traffic like Traffic Exchange traffic. So it's important to diversify your ad campaign and not just discredit a certain traffic source based on your gut opinions of it. I personally am not a big fan of Traffic Exchange traffic. People clicking on ads just to earn credit so they can promote their own sites with no real incentive for even being on the page besides just staring at the timer to tick down until their time's up. I'm not a big fan of Traffic Exchange traffic, but there's an abundance of it. There's a lot. You can get a lot of views, a lot of eyeballs on it, and a lot of this is for branding too. If you're trying to brand your program, sometimes a lot of inactive volume of eyeballs can be equally as important to smaller amount of eyeballs that are acting. You know what I mean? So it's like 30,000 fresh people with fresh IPs that are actually staring at your logos. For instance, Boost My Online Biz, they have a very interesting brandable logo. Say, for instance, you're promoting your Boost My Online Biz affiliate link in a Traffic Exchange, and 30,000 impressions you spend on Traffic Swarm or whatever, that's guaranteeing 30,000 100,000 unique people are going to be staring at this name right here. And eventually they're going to see it so much they're going to say, hey, what is going on with this? I'm seeing it all over the place. I'm seeing it on various different traffic sources. I need to find some more information about this. And you could actually be piggybacking off of other affiliates exposure. Say there's 100 people in Traffic Swarm promoting Boost My Online Biz, and the impressions and views are really going up. All the views from other affiliates that are promoting Boost My Online Biz in that traffic exchange, by the 100th time they've seen the ad and they finally give in and they say, I need to check this out further. I need to seriously give this some thought. It could be your site they're on, and everyone else's branding has brought them to the point where they're going to act on your sales page. So branding works really good for affiliate offers, not only just offers that you own yourself. So yeah, traffic exchanges isn't my favorite traffic, but it's a nice balance. I like the ability to brand I like the ability to force people to look at my websites for 30 seconds, even if they're just doing it for credits, because I know that eventually they're going to start giving it a second thought and saying, hey, somebody's willing to promote this so much, there must be something a bit more to it than what I'm seeing at first glance. And they will dig deeper. If you expose your site enough to people, they will eventually say, hey, maybe this is worth looking into. But things like pay-per-click traffic are a little bit different. It's a lot more targeted. If Boost My Online Biz is targeting a key phrase, make money online, and through the rotator, your link the opt-in page happens to come up for you, that is not a person that's going to be visiting your site hundreds of times. That's most likely going to be a person that is visiting your site once, but their level of interest is so high because they've come in through that exact search term. That's why Google AdWords charges, some online casinos charge 20 cents a click, or sorry, $20 a click. And the online casinos are willing to pay it because it's like that person searching for an online casino, they're specifically seeking it out. So it's worth that money to get that person that is purposely seeking it out on your site. So I like the diversified ad campaigns, the 8 different traffic sources they've chosen: Facebook ads, Google AdWords, Yahoo, Bing, Safe List ads, solo ads, Safe List ads, banner ads, and traffic exchanges, and YouTube are all traffic sources that I have been using even before I started Boost My Online Biz, and I'm not going to stop using some of these just because I'm a Boost My Online Biz member. I'm definitely going to taper it down. I'm not going to be spending as much on Facebook advertising because that's an easy way to go broke. If you can flush thousands of dollars down the toilet in Facebook ads. I'd rather get my 10 leads per day that have come from Morgan Hale's co-op from Facebook ads. So 1/8 of my leads every day coming from Facebook ads that I pay barely anything for it. It's $40 a month, and it's like however much that is a day, and then divide that by 80 leads a day, and then divide that by 10, and that's how much it costs for those 10 Facebook ads. There's no way you're going to get that as cheap on running your own campaigns. Same for Google AdWords. Same, Yahoo and Bing are a bit cheaper. So solo ads sure aren't cheap. You can spend $40 to send an ad out to a lot of people that you will get clicks, but they still are trying to click for credits. But there's no guarantees you'll even break even on that. Safe List are more are similar to traffic exchanges where there's countdown timers, so a lot of traffic, but a lot of good branding. Banner ads are all over the place. Good luck trying to run your own banner ads campaign. And it's extremely difficult. First of all, you'll get a ton of impressions, but only maybe 1 in 1,000 might click your ad. So you have to have a ton of exposure in banner ads to actually get your traffic up, let alone your leads. But the image is also good for branding. And YouTube, of course. YouTube is huge. It's outranking TV. It's like if you're not advertising on YouTube, you're missing out. And if you want to start your own channel and post your own videos every day and try and slowly build up your subscribers to 5 and to 10 and to 15, I'm not against that. I do that myself for various different channels on YouTube, but I don't get 10 YouTube opt-ins a day like Boost My Online Biz is giving me. And the only way they can do this is by running an ad co-op. If enough people pool their $40 together, there's a massive marketing budget that Morgan and her team will manage, and they will manage efficiently to get the most amount of leads for the entire campaign, and that breaks down to a clean 80 leads per person from each traffic source. It's just the only way. It's the nature of co-ops. It's, if you know anything about mutual funds or a grocery store co-op or lottery pools or any type of a concept where people are pooling their money for the benefit of each person, but there's strength in numbers. When money is pooled, there's more power, and then you can, instead of having Joe Schmo run the ad campaign, you're pooling enough money that you can afford to pay professional ad execs like Morgan and her team to run the campaign for you. Use all their knowledge, and your $40 is getting a better bang for the buck. You could be getting better results for $40 a month than $400 if you did this yourself. So for $40, this is honestly a no-brainer. The proof is in the pudding. If you join this, if you follow, if you even use her swipes, if you have a decent offer, even a mediocre offer, if you use her swipes, modify them a bit, use the graphics pack, mail your leads, even use the free mailer. You don't need to pull these down. You don't need Excel spreadsheets. You don't need to be paying for us autoresponders. Just use the mailer that they provide, and you're going to see results, and I guarantee you're going to see more than the $40 you're investing in this. This is honestly a no-brainer, and they are definitely undercharging for this. Your only concern should be that they do close the doors, and it only makes sense that they will have to, because eventually people will join at such a high rate that they won't be able to keep up with the leads for the current people. Now, I don't want my leads going down from 80 to 20 because there's an influx of new people. I took the liberty to join and take the risk earlier on, and I want my position locked in. I don't want Morgan to get greedy, take on so many members that all of the current members have to suffer, still pay the $40, but they can't keep up with the feed. So it's a fine balance between taking on new members as the campaign is growing. So new members come in, the ad budget grows, Morgan and her team scale up the ad campaign, ensuring that the new customers are being fed the leads on time, that there's even a buffer of leads, so it's not really down to the last lead every day, so there has to be a healthy buffer. And I haven't seen it yet. It might be, I'm also not checking the sales page every day to see if it's open. But if you do see it closed, give me a message and just let me know what they are saying on their page. But as this is growing, it's only inevitable that they will be closing their doors to let their campaign catch up, to ensure that old members will not be missing out at the sake of new members. And I trust Morgan and her team enough to not do that. They will reward the loyalty of us long-term members that put our money in and paid our $40 to get our share of these leads in the beginning when she was just starting. And that's a loyalty that I don't think she's going to turn against. So I know I've been going off a lot on this video. I'm going to try and wrap it up right here. If you haven't created an account, I highly recommend you do. Really, sitting around and debating whether or not to use this shouldn't be your main concern. Your main concern should be what you're going to send your leads, the program you're going to promote to your leads, the changes you're going to make to Morgan's swipes to get the most amount of sales during your mailings. Those are the type of things you should be working on and that we should be discussing in these videos. If you're still sitting around reading through the sales page and wondering if you should join or not, or reading reviews, why, by all means, continue doing it if you have to, but as I showed you in Google, there's still not one single negative review out there, and of course one will come when some smug guy decides to try and capitalize on the Google listings to try and siphon people off into his other program. So it will come, but if you're watching this now, you can still jump in on the bandwagon. The memberships are still open, and you still can get locked in at 80 leads a day at $40 a month. I would hate to see you have to wait and the price goes up, or they close the doors for a longer period of time than is acceptable. But so far, they've done a killer job managing this campaign, and she's doing an amazing job. So feel free to subscribe, like this video, or comment. I'll be doing another update shortly. I don't want to display Morgan's swipe email ads. That is a bonus for being a member. I haven't checked the terms of service, but I'm pretty sure she doesn't want us giving away the free bonuses to people that haven't joined. So I will not be reviewing the swipes and showing how I'm modifying them in these videos, but I definitely will give you some pointers on your swipes, because once you're a member, you're going to be swipe driven. Most likely you're going to want to stick in the program you're already promoting, but now it's time to focus on your swipes and to convert your leads at a higher rate. They're awesome leads. They convert great even with poor copy, but obviously you want the most sales. So yeah, stay tuned, subscribe, and I will be updating shortly. Take care. Have a good one.